Right, hopefully some people will be on for this. So we're carrying on from where we finished last time. I think that was that Thursday. Because problem was last week, as you probably heard, if you're on, I had COVID. I'm thankfully testing negative and everything for that now. My glands in my neck are a little bit swollen from where they've like not completely, got rid of an infection, I guess. But other than that, I feel absolutely fine. I was a bit tired this morning after work because I was clear to go to work at the weekend, but I had it last week again, military and history, but thankfully it's gone now. I've just got a couple of the symptoms lingering on, but I'm not, infectious anymore, which is good. If I feel like I'm going to cough, though, I'll put the microphone up. It was absolutely fine, Steve. Yeah, it was, this time it was literally like a sore throat for a couple of days. I only bothered testing because, like, I didn't want to, like, risk infecting my body like that. So I completely lost my sense of taste and smell for about a day. So it felt like just a bad cold that came on very suddenly and went very suddenly. So yeah, now, although I've been testing negative for a couple of days in a row, the only thing I've got now is just some of my like glands in my throat are still a bit swollen, and I've still got a little bit of a stuffy nose, but not really to any extent it's noticeable or anything to complain about. Just, if I had to point out any symptoms, they're all the ones I've got. But yeah, thankfully, Steve, this time it was much, much, milder than the first time I had it. I've had it, I think, about 2 more times since, and they were, like, bad colds that lasted a week or two, but this one was literally gone in a couple of days. Again, if I didn't do a COVID test, I'd assumed I'd just had a cold, and that would have been it. But yeah, if I feel like I need to cough or clear my throat, I'll put the microphone on mute, just so you don't hear any horrible phlegmy noises directly into the mic. Yeah, I'm doing quite good at the moment, Steve. I've been really busy with work recently, but I'm hoping that's going to finally start calming down a bit. Because annoyingly, like, normally we're busy in December, but this January has still been really busy. And on Saturday, we had one of the busiest days on record, despite the fact it was, Oh.
There's a wolf here too! In that building!
That didn't go well, did it?
He's out!
So yeah, it didn't end up going, I didn't see what your question was, Militaria. It might have not shown it. Try saying it again, but with different words, if YouTube hit it. But yeah, yeah, I'm just hoping we're finally going to get calmed down at work. Because like we said, we had one of our busiest days on record the other day, despite the fact that normally this is the quietest time of the year. Which is good for keeping people employed and that, but it's also like you kind of want it just to quieten down, so after all the Christmas rush of customers, it's a bit quieter, but no, we're not getting that at the moment. Can I jump up there? Yep. Ooh. Let's take his hammer thing. Oh, it's more Space Marines. Yeah, they're definitely meant to be Space Marines. Even if it's plagiarising them and they don't have the rights to them. So they're called Galactical War, are they, rather than Warhammer 40k?
Not a word. Moving on.
Alright, Mike. I was just saying to Steve and Militaria and History, thankfully I'm testing negative for COVID now. Nearly all my symptoms are gone as well. Other than, like, now and again I have to clear my throat a bit, or like my nose. But it's certainly not like it was. I can smell as well, which is good, and taste, because I had one meal on one of the days, and it was really horrible, like, eating food where you can't taste or, like, smell anything with it, Like, you know, no, other than like the texture of chewing it, you know, you don't even know what you're eating really when it's like that. Oh, was that one gonna? It's got the same skin as the last one I killed as well. Look, in the exact same way. Bloody console games. Look, take a screenshot of that. Strangled the exact same enemy twice. Deja vu. Oh, was that machete got more hit points? Can I reinforce that? Yeah, might as well if it's a good weapon. I'm pretty sure they're dead, Ethan. I don't think they're still alive, non-lethal strangles. I'm pretty sure they're still dead. Yeah, I don't think they're getting back up. You have to kill everybody, Ethan. Unless you literally sprint past people, they die in this game regardless. I don't want the pistol, do I, with no ammo for it. Just have my Sega. I'm assuming because there's still some simp, like, do-do-do-do music playing that there's still enemies around. Actually, was there a thing I could go to over the other side of this floor? Yeah, a little balcony bit, is it? It's not free unless they do on those very rare, like, including it in a promotion things. But it's a bit too new for that. It's you can get it either on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, either on disc format or like from the PlayStation Store. The first Last of Us is getting a PC release, like a remaster of it's coming out on PC quite soon. So with that one, obviously, if you were looking for a way to get it for free, I won't say here how you do it, but I'm sure that will happen, like with all those games. I'm trying. I don't have any new masks, but there is a video related to gas masks. I'll definitely be doing soon, but I don't want to spoil it and say what it is. But I'm thinking a lot of people will enjoy it. But it's one of those videos where I thought of it like it would be a funny idea to do it while I was at work on Saturday. So it's just getting time this week to do it at some point. But yes, it's not really a traditional gas mask video, but I think a lot of people will enjoy it. It's more of like a comedy parody type one, but it's definitely to do with gas masks. Yeah, I've played Blood Dragon, where it's got what's his name as the voice of Rex Power Colt, or whatever his name is, Michael Biehn, isn't it? Alright, Digital Forged. The music here reminds me a bit of Oddworld's. Is it Abe's Odyssey or Exodus? Like the what do they call them? The Paramounts. Like what's the name of the little hand monsters? It's a Paramount, isn't it? Not Scrab, the other one. But there's like a place called like Paramundia or something that has like music a bit like this. Or it might even be the Scrab place, I can't remember. But there's definitely a bit of music in one of the Oddworld games that sounds a bit like this. Sadly, not an SLR. It's a Sega, like, legally compliant AK thing, like US compliant AK. I think that on the IMFDB it tells you exactly what it is, but it's basically an AK, but like, you know, a US civilian sort of version of it for like California or whatever it is, where it's got, you know, like smaller magazine. It's got that weird big stock. I can see why you'd think it'd look like a battle rifle though, looking at it like that way. But you can see the AK's top dust cover on it from like that angle pretty easily. Hang on, let me get you an up close picture of it when I kill somebody. Hang on a second. I just want to get the lighting a bit better. Oh, hang on.
Careful now.
Oh dear. Right, let's get you a picture of the Sega. 1 second, if the lighting's good here. Right, photo mode. There you go, if that's better. So you can see like the AK style dust cover there. Yeah, the standard AK mag release where the trigger is. Yeah, you can see it definitely better there. The AK style like selector paddle. Let's just hide the thing. Turn the brightness up as well. Hang on, that's actually much better for taking a picture of it. Let me just do that to take a picture. Don't want to saturate. Oop. Turn the saturation down. Yeah, there you go. So then hide menu. But yeah, you can see there, look, that it's definitely an AK style gun, same as the AK sights on it. You can see no bayonet mount because it's like a US civilianized version of it. But yeah, AK front sight, basically, AK rear sight, AK dust cover. Just a weird big thumb hole stock thing on it. You can actually see the recoil spring in there, that's cool. So they've modelled that in. That's the right military in history. Like I said, it's good on like a lot of console games now. They do the photo mode thing, so you can look at models more closely. No, the VM40 question didn't show up, I'm afraid, military in history. So what did you say? Try and phrase it in a completely different way. Because what it's probably doing is YouTube's probably doing that really annoying thing where you've asked a completely legitimate question, yet because of a word like asbestos in it, or safety, or something like that, YouTube's hiding the comment. And there's not much I can do about that while streaming. So I can't even see the comment you're making, it's just hiding it into the ether. I'd say Doom Guy's probably the scariest of all those, Steel Batoid. But, off the top of my head, because I've not played all the games recently. But I mean, Doom Guy did literally go through hell. I suppose Gordon Freeman went through all the aliens and the Combine. I wonder if I could adjust the, like, graphics here to put the saturation and that up. Oh, that's annoying, because like I like with the photo mode, the so I can do it in the brightness bit. Ah yeah, cool, I can. Right, let's put the contrast up to about 5. Brightness... Let's put that up by 5. I can't turn the saturation up, but... that looks a bit better. Right, where's that last enemy that's patrolling around? So I keep getting that noise, you know, when they go to look at it. Right, I'm going to clear my throat a minute so the mic will go off. Right, hopefully that saved you any phlegmy noises. Just wondering if that would show me roughly the area they're patrolling. Alright, let's see if I can get some height on them and have a look. Where are you? It's just annoying me because it's still doing like that combat music, so there's still an enemy patrolling somewhere. Oh, I need to, after I've finished playing this, watch the next episode from the HBO series, because that was out today, wasn't it? So I'll download that as soon as I finish streaming. Yeah, a couple more rounds to the pistol, yes please. But yeah, sadly your comment never showed up, Militaria, so whatever you were asking about the VM40, I'm afraid I haven't been able to answer it, because YouTube's doing that really annoying thing where it's just hiding the comment. But if you were asking, does it have asbestos in the VM40 filter or something like that, the answer is yes. Also, they have a little layer of asbestos actually in the masks themselves, the VM37 and 40, as like an anti-moisture thing. Oh, I don't know if it's 100% confirmed, but it'll definitely have asbestos fibres in. Because I've looked at that under a microscope, and it definitely looks, you know... I mean, you can, if it's intact, you can remove it quite safely. But obviously, if it's flaking apart, then you're going to have a very hard job getting all the fibres out. Because when the ring's intact, you can actually pull it out as one solid kind of like block, if that makes sense. They don't have many skins, do they, these NPCs? It's like that woman's skin, one of the man's skins. Unless I am just knocking them unconscious and they keep getting back up, so I have to keep knocking them unconscious. Yeah, it would just be better just to horribly murder them, wouldn't it? But yeah, it's just the thing of like not many NPC models. There might be a way if you use like a sticky cloth militaria in history that you could get some of it out safely, but like I said, you need to be really careful with that sort of thing just because of what you're dealing with.
Owen, please tell me you didn't run into these guys.
Choke you on my big muscles. Oh, nice, some rifle ammo. Oh, I'm full on rifle ammo. That's a shame, considering the fact that I've actually got more. Maybe use a rifle for a bit, then not the pistol. Again, it does annoy me how low their, like, weapons inventory size is in this. Or, like, you know, the fact they don't have ammo pouches, just because, oh, can't really have more than 20 rifle rounds on us, despite the fact that stuff could save your life. It's probably fine to handle it, just be careful how you're doing it. If you wanted to, just put it in a clear plastic bag, so if you want to handle it, you can do it without, you know, like, getting out the bag, if that makes sense. Oh, somebody else is coming.
Okay. Gotta be a way through this building.
I don't actually know military history, I'm afraid. You'd have to probably ask somebody really into German World War II masks. Ooh. Over-under shotgun. Okay, let's have a look at this skin. I want to do that, don't I? And then, photo mode. It's a bit like a TOS or an Olympia or whatever, although so many companies make over-under shotguns. No sights on it. I mean, I know you'd only have a very basic sight on an over-under shotgun, but still. But I really like the TOS over-under that's in the Stalker games. Yeah, it's just, a lot of the time with gas masks, it's just a case of getting lucky when you can find something for a good price. Be very quiet, I'm hunting rabbits. Like, again, when I told people I got a CT-12 for like 30 quid, a lot of people don't believe me. But that was just luck that, you know, I bid on one that barely anybody bid on when it went up for auction.
Crazy bitch. Do you even know you were starting?
Well, I can't remember off the top of my head military history, but I imagine it was £30 to £50 sort of price. I don't think it was very much at all. For, like, what it was. That was the thing. But off the top of my head, I can't remember. But a lot of the time, if I bought a gas mask that, you know, I just spotted and I thought it was a good price, it's normally always under 50 quid when I used to get them. No, I can't afford the 4x scope for it yet. I want the 4x scope. Oh, what's that? 73 of what, like 80 parts I need? Yeah, I'll just keep saving up till I can get the scope for it. How much do these cost? I can't see when it keeps having like 7 people watching or whatever. 60, yeah, I'll just wait till I can get the scope. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it's just getting lucky with stuff. Like, some of the sites that always stock gas masks in, you know, like if you just wanted to spend money and instantly get them, they're very expensive, you know, because they're relying on the fact that people might just do it out of convenience rather than waiting for one to turn up.
That's sweet, in a fucked up kind of way.
Just want more gun parts so I can put a scope on my gun. If I'm not at full health, let me heal and then get that med kit. Assuming that's the way I'm meant to be going. That's where it came from, wasn't it? So yeah, is that a rifle sling? No, I'm still on. You only missed me looking through stuff. I was talking about the prices of gas masks when you were talking about the VM40. That was, I think, pretty much it.
Damn it. Just keep heading down.
Can we help with the search for the runaways? Emily is taking the girls into the woods at sundown. She'll find them. Good. May our prophet grant justice to those apostates. May they serve as an example to others.
Right.
Don't try anything.
And I have many.
They get strangled pretty quickly, don't they? Like, you'd think most people would be able to hold their breath a bit longer than that.
What the?
Steady yourself.
So they're over there, okay.
It's a wolf!
Oh,
In
there we
that
go.
building!
All right.
Yeah, I'm alright, Sam. I've got over COVID now again, which is good. Because asbestos doesn't give you lung cancer instantly, and I'm pretty sure I removed a ring from mine. Oh. Fucking lurch. What do you mean by sovereign citizens? I know what you mean in terms of sovereign as in royalty, but is that what you're on about? If so, no. Right, hype. There we go, he's over-undered. Oh, let's grab that mace-looking thing.
Okay.
It reminds me a bit of one of those old volcanic things. Can't see it very well here. I'll look at it in the light in a minute. Still like a load of gun parts, so I can finally put a scope on that Sega. No, never met anybody like that even. I mean, I've met people that break the law, but I don't think that's what you mean. Is that vending machine empty? No, because I don't live in Australia, Psycho Pyro. Right.
Let's get down to the street.
Just wondering if I could actually jump down there, or if that's going to be like ankle breaking. GCRs. If you mean GSRs, I've got 2 GSRs plus that FRR I got from Hype. So that's like 3 of the Scott style masks of that type. Oh, general civilian respirators. If you mean a World War II one, just one.
Hey.
And 1 civilian duty respirator, I think. Or have I got 2 civilian duties? I think 1 civilian duty.
Is it bedtime?
No.
Yeah, it's a good mask, isn't it? I just wish it was slightly lighter weight, but otherwise it's very good.
So, what's up? We got orders?
Sort of.
Sort of. You know what? Just, how about we hold off on the Isaac talk? In just a minute.
Oh, and
When's the last time you were here? Look around. Take it all in.
this feels nice.
Well, this looks complicated.
Don't touch that.
You doing a science experiment?
Kinda. Making some prime hooch here. If you're nice, I'll give you some.
Lucky me.
Careful, it doesn't make you go blind.
Did you take up archery or something?
Or something.
Yes, considering how much better the Western tanks are than the Russian tanks, and the
Is Alice out
fact
here?
having about 100 Western tanks is going to mean that they can put loads of other tanks in different places. Because obviously, if you've got 100 extra tanks or whatever, you can move 100 of your reserve tanks somewhere else.
You guys doing okay? Dating life's good?
For the most part, yeah, I mean, she can be really sweet.
Must feel nice after me.
Well, with that badass exterior, you can be pretty sweet too.
You have a bad memory.
Selective memory.
I don't know, Ethan. This sounds like very strange theoretical questions. Oh, this dartboard's too low, isn't it, Mike? Unless Abby is just really tall.
This is tropical. Where did you find it?
Remember that party store by the highway? Pretty big pain in the ass to get it all rolled. Abby, come back down.
Why? You hiding something?
Well, I feel like you haven't fully appreciated the downstairs yet. Come on.
Okay. Ah,
Not use a
that
Nerf
explains the
bow.
target.
Oh yeah, Mel and I have this competition thing going. Oh, I don't think you would enjoy it. It's pretty complicated.
I see what you're doing. And it's working. What do I do?
Okay. You see those targets?
Yeah.
Just hit as many as you can before the time's up.
I win? You better write my name up there.
You got it.
That's one.
Proud of you. Take it off.
2 down.
And more to go. Good for you. Holy shit. 5. Halfway there, Ab.
Yeah, where are some others so I can actually do this?
2 to beat me. No pressure.
I have to know where they are, though.
I'm actually very proud right now.
Yeah, but where are the
10
rest of them?
seconds left.
Oh.
You only need one more.
Yeah, but where are they?
Miss. 5, 4,
There we go.
3, 2, 1.
I did it! First try. How you like me now?
Yeah, it's great. You're good at everything.
Shut up and put me up on the wall.
I will. Later.
Are you scared of Mel finding out I was here?
No.
Don't even know what that is, Ethan.
Care.
Is that a
So put me
TV
up on
series
the
or
wall,
another game?
Owen?
Right, Malcolm?
All right. Calm down. Okay, there's one last thing I want you to see.
Oh, so now I can go upstairs?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it
cheers,
that
Sam.
Captain's body? Because
I saw it last time.
I'm trying to think what I think is particularly awful. Because obviously there's some stuff that seems to, wow. Like, probably T-72s tossing their turrets. Like, I always knew the turret carousel thing was a thing, but I never realised, you know, like, that T-72s are as vulnerable as they were. Probably is that sort of thing.
After you.
That, like, I was hoping the did the Iraq thing of, like, oh, they were monkey models sort of things of, you know, when Russia uses its tanks, they're really good, but no, T-72s are still T-72s.
Taking that.
Even an upgraded one is still just as vulnerable as they've always been. So probably that, I'd say, Sam. Because again, a lot of the stuff has been Russia just doesn't train its troops properly, or due to corruption, you know, they've, like, skipped out on parts. So, like, a lot of anti-aircraft systems were blown up because they didn't even have their radars on, or, like, you know, the crews weren't even trained or drunk or whatever. But, yeah, I'd say T-72 series are still not very good. Same with the T-90. As much as it's modernised a bit, they still don't seem to have very good thermals or situational awareness. So yeah, it's made me really appreciate just how good some of the Western tanks are. Because of the fact that, you know, like again, Ukraine seems to be using them better than some of the Russian crews, but it still seems like Soviet tanks are pretty much considered death traps.
She's into this Christmas thing, and it's our 1 year, so...
I'm just hoping there's going to be some more footage of Shilkas being used in Ukraine, because I've seen some of Ukrainians using Shilkas as sort of like infantry support vehicles, you know, just as like chew up everything that gets in front of them.
Want a stocking? For someone who loves me.
But I know the Gepards are doing really well at shooting down Iranian drones. There's a cool video from the inside of a Gepard, and it looks like the fucking gun turrets in Aliens. It's got like that yellow and black sort of display.
You should blow off training tonight. Abby, when the moon comes
I
out.
found Joel's brother.
I haven't actually done clay pigeon shooting, Malcolm. Well, there was one point, I'm trying to remember if I actually have. I've done like target shooting on like somebody's farm once.
Fireflies who served with him got picked up at the wall.
I thought he quit like a decade.
Yeah, exactly, hype. So even if your turret facing forwards and hull armor facing forwards and you've got the reactive armor on, a javelin or like an N-Law, because it top attacks, it's not going to matter, even with all that good armor on the front.
But you know that even if he is there, and you do find him...
But like I said before, Malcolm, that was a 22 LR sort of thing at that point. And again, it was the annoying thing that if it was when I did YouTube videos, I'd have filmed that and stuck it up. But it was before I did YouTube stuff. I haven't watched today's episodes yet, so no spoilers. I'm going to watch it after this, but it seems alright so far.
I can leave next week.
Isaac's never gonna let that many people go off base.
He already did.
Bullshit.
Who's more about justice than Isaac?
Yeah, and the very top of the turret's still quite vulnerable, isn't it? Because there's a video as well, I can't remember which model T-72 it was, where is it BTR-4? I'm trying to remember the name of it, the Ukrainian, like, domestically built one with the 30mm or whatever it is. And that completely chews up a T-72 from the side in the video. Like, you know, you can see all the fuel tanks burning off on it. And again, that's not even an anti-tank gun, that's just like a 30mm with probably some sort of fin discarding, you know, APFDS or whatever it is. The problem is there's nowhere near me I could legally shoot, Sam. Because I actually looked a while ago into gun clubs, and the one that actually sounded interesting shut down. Yeah, because that's what I was saying, the club near me that was actually interesting did historical, like, firearm shooting, you know, like Enfields and stuff like that. Whereas what's annoying is that the, you know, the only ones near me now are, like, very much, like, the very, you know, range at a completely set range, shooting, you know, like, shots out a 10 score on a target sort of thing. I prefer the FAL, but I like both the FAL and the G3. But both, I think, are really nice rifles. Yeah, I was saying with infantry, fighting vehicles, isn't it, hype? Again, you get all the people that do the stupid shit like saying, oh, why can't you just rush them on their own through open fields? But yeah, it's most military stuff is like that, because it's, again, a lot of the problems Russia is having is that they're sending infantry unsupported with vehicles, and they're sending vehicles unsupported without infantry. So vehicles get ambushed easily, and infantry are just completely vulnerable to artillery and, you know, like, dug in positions. And again, like I was saying, this is why it's a really good thing to have so many thermals and everything now on vehicles, because the more thermals and that you have on a vehicle, the more situational awareness it has. It's harder for stuff to sneak up on it.
Clip her wings.
It's kind of hard to explain the plot in this, but we're playing as what you'd think would be the bad guys to start with, and they're not really the bad guys. Oh, M16s are cool guns. Again, small arms don't make that much of a difference as long as they're all competent. Oh yeah, I wish that was me. Strangled by fuzzies. Yep, I've got a Martini Henry Malcolm, although that one is one that, again, as people have pointed out, there's like a slight bit of damage to the barrel, so whether or not it'd be safe to shoot, I don't know. But a Schmidt-Rubin, so an old Swiss bolt action, an Austrian Mannlicher, but like the pre-World War I Mannlicher, so, you know, like the black powder version of it, or semi-smokeless, whatever one it is. And I've got 2 pinfire revolvers as well. So, you know, pinfire cartridges that aren't like centerfires or rimfires. The pinfires are quite weird, but they're not considered guns on
She's one of them.
they're obsolete calibers. Got one of the pinfires on my desk. So basically, yeah, it's you've got like a little gate to open it, but then you've got a little pin loading bit in there. I've done videos on them. They're interesting things, pinfires. So yeah, in theory, I've got 2 pinfires and 2 bolt actions that would definitely work if you had the right cartridges for them. But again, they'd be then section 1s if they were loaded.
Watch your backs.
But yeah, Martini Henrys are really cool guns, aren't they? Oh. Are they stalkers or clickers? They're actually probably stalkers, aren't they? Right, Rajiv. Right, when I'm not getting swarmed by monsters, I'll try and catch up with the comments. There's actually a film about that hype, Kung Fu Zombies. Or like maybe it was Kung Fu Vampires. It's a Hammer horror one that was done in conjunction, I think, with Hong Kong cinema, like in the 70s or whatever. And it's is it like something like 7 Golden Vampires or whatever it's called? But it's got like the Jiangxi or whatever they're called, like the hopping vampires in it. But I think they also do Kung Fu, and there's Kung Fu Zombies. It's like considered like one of those awful but really fun films.
Coast it this way.
Because it was like, you know, when like British horror films are popular in the 70s and like Kung Fu films are popular in Asia. So the studio was like, why don't we combine these 2 things? Oh. Oh, that doesn't sound good. What, the loading mechanism on the Martini Henry? Yeah, it's really cool, isn't it? It's like the underlever sort of trapdoor thing, where you pull the lever down, then you've got the like trapdoor where you thumb the big fat cartridge in, and then yeah, when you after you've shot it, you pull that same lever down quite harshly, and that's the same as the ejector mechanism, if that's what you're on about. So it shoots the cartridge out backwards,
Coast it this way.
like the casing. I haven't got my torch anymore. Oh, I'm getting nonced again by PS5 flame. But yeah, for the time. But yeah, I really like those sort of trapdoor rifles like that. What, do I have to just keep spamming L1 when the zombies get close to me, or is it that I wasn't close enough away from the zombies? Oh, not again, please, not again. Oh, that time was alright. That's it, kid, you kill him.
You two okay? Yeah. We have to keep moving before more come. Every direction looks the same.
Well, I'd hope they'd shoot it down, but they probably do the same thing the Americans did. Oh no, not again. So yeah, if you get too far away from them, you just get gang raped by zombies by the look of it.
That was the last of them. You two okay? Yeah. We have to keep moving before more come.
I've heard it does it, Malcolm, but I don't think it would do it to a big extent unless it's a mask that's particularly vulnerable rubber. But the main problem with hanging up masks or keeping them on styrofoam heads is that the straps are going to like have more use put on them. At some point, helmet productions, I definitely will, because I have got more deactivated guns. It's just, again, one of those things that it'll have to be when I get round to it kind of thing. Because there's lots of videos on my backlog I want to do, but again, it's when I get round to them. It's not a Czech mask, Malcolm. You're thinking of the Yugoslavian M1 that's made from a really weird rubber. Yeah, Yugo M1.
Come on, Lev. Get it open. Move. Go. I got you.
Oh. Okay. Kid's dead. I'm probably meant to attack him faster, am I? Yeah, there you go. Looks like, what's it, Mrs. Trunchbull or Miss Trunchbull, whatever she's called from Matilda.
Are you wearing my backpack?
Is there any bottles I can grab and check out? Oh. Yeah, they both go together fine. They're very similar camos. Ooh. Is there anything I can grab to chuck at her, or do I just have to punch her to death? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. This was literally brought up like 10 minutes ago in the stream, and the answer's no, because there's reasons people brought up in the stream. What am I meant to be doing? There's no, like, dodge key coming up. Oh, oh. Use your fucking bow, kid. Shame I can't, like, Dark Souls roll behind her. Lots of them are on eBay now and things like that. Some of them are reproduction, some are literally the old ones. Yeah, eBay. Okay, yeah, it seems to be working better, now you said, Rajiv, with, like, hitting twice and then doing a dodge. Oh. There we go. Halt Hammerzite! Isn't it like a roofing axe where you've got like a spike on one end and a hammer on the other?
Yes.
Oh, I've got my one back from before, but I'll take this big hammer. Yeah, it's like a roofing hammer, so you're like... I think it's a railroad, like, hammer, isn't it? It's like, yeah, one of those, like, yeah, so you've got the big end for hitting in railway spikes, like railway nails, and I think the other end's like a pickaxe kind of end, yeah. So it's an oversized roofing hammer for probably railway use.
Go on. How's the arm?
I have it under control.
Your arm's fucked, love. See how many times you're hit by a fucking hammer?
We can't touch this stuff. It's old.
Are you... You need supplies. We're not out of the woods yet. Pun fucking intended.
What's a pun?
Never seen scars going after scars before.
Seraphites.
What the hell did you do?
I shaved my head.
Fine, don't tell me. I really don't care.
I just want enough parts that I can put a scope on my rifle. Oh, there we go. I've done judo when I was younger, but again, it's not like the sort of thing I'd do videos on, really. So I've got 20 spare parts, so I can't yet upgrade anything. Okay. I won't be on too much longer, because I think I've been on about an hour now. I'll just see if I can find a good spot for ending the stream in a minute.
This is useful.
Yeah, ammo upgrades sound useful. Or a kick to the balls. Or a knee to the balls. I've done that before. Well, I don't really see the point of paying for a gym when I've got weights at home. Yeah, all the ones near me have closed, sadly, Malcolm. See if we can find a good place in a moment to end the stream then. I'll heal up before I leave that med kit. I can take it. Ooh, generators. Yeah, I mean, a lot of it's just moved online because you don't have to have the cost of having a physical store, just somewhere to store everything before you ship it. Yeah, exactly, it's that. The problem is then you can't see how good something looks in person or try it on or anything, can you? Yeah, that was like what the surplus store near me said when they were closing, was just basically it was, you know, they couldn't compete with the margins of doing stuff online. So all their old stock, when their physical shop was gone, they were going to sell off on eBay or whatever and then stop. Because, you know, they couldn't compete with places where people could just, you know, rent warehouses really cheaply. You know, list everything online and then just do cheap shipping.
Demons, stay behind me.
What's the end of that hammer? Let's see if there's a good place to stop up here. Yeah, like, I mean, some places do the grading thing, don't they? Which is quite good, like grade A, grade B and all that. But yeah, I know what you mean. Because it's like the problem I have with camo is sometimes you can buy camo and, like, some of it's really faded. You know, like it's been used for years and then washed loads of times. And then other times you can get the same, like, camo stuff that's, you know, like, barely even looks issued. So, you know, like, the colours are really... yeah, NPCs tend to have infinite ammo, although they can sometimes get killed if they take too much damage in a short bit of time, but yeah, unfortunately you don't. Just saying, because it annoys me, the fact that you can't just get some mag pouches, and then actually, you know, like, pick up all the ammo you can find. That way you wouldn't have to actually conserve the ammo as much, but you have that annoying thing where, like, you know, if you've got too much ammo, your person just won't pick up any more ammo. Yeah, if the shotgun's full, I might as well go to the shotgun. Oop.
Ready. I got it.
Oh, I can craft stuff. Okay. Oop.
Back off. Now what?
Quite confident it's this way.
Quite confident?
You don't have to follow us.
You want me to leave you two on here alone?
Let's just get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little kid, isn't it? So, probably is, but yeah. I mean, you wouldn't need a very high draw weight to shoot an arrow at fairly close range into somebody to kill them. But yeah, it's probably the typical video game thing where bows look really easy to draw back despite how far they shoot an arrow. like how in all the Dark Souls games and that, you can reload a crossbow one-handed, despite the fact it's a crossbow. You know, like, essentially it looks like you're pulling it back like you'd pull back a bowstring, rather than, you know, actually having to use a stirrup or whatever to pull back the, string of both hands.
I get you through, you open that gate, right?
We'll open it.
Come on. Your turn. Watch that arm.
The gate's stuck.
Fuck! Hurry up!
Oh no, that sounds like a clicker. But
I can't believe I trusted Scars. Watch out!
oh, that wasn't what I wanted. Oh. Yeah, exactly. It's that typical video game thing of, but yeah, it's like in games and that, it's like, oh, you just simply pull back the bow and it works. Oh, one of these guys. What button I'm meant to be pressing?
Hurry!
Yeah, I know. What button? I'm literally in front of you and it's not... Yes, I know you're there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Mr. Blobby! Blobby, Blobby, Blobby. Mr. Blobby's actually a demon. So there you go. Blobby!
More of them. Just give me a minute. You're gonna hold on tight.
Okay. My arm.
I know.
Blobby!
Focus on your breathing. In and out. Nice and steady. In.
I think she needs morphine, not focusing on her breathing.
Try the doors. Make sure there are no infected. One would open. Try the other ones. Any luck? No. get inside before someone
Yeah,
sees.
Seattle.
Lock it. Come help me with this. Just needs to be said. You know how to do that?
The way they fucked your arm up with a hammer, I think it's going to need a bit more than setting.
Cut that into strips. Lean back. Let him move it, okay? You ready?
Because they technically saved your life, that's why.
What's your name? Abby. Thanks for cutting me down.
It is Flame a bit later in the game, but I won't say much until, you know, like, stuff goes on in the game and you find out about it.
This area gets a lot of traffic. Whatever shape she's in, we need to get out of here by tomorrow. We'll be fine.
Right, that looks like a good place to stop then. So we've just tied her shattered arm up with a chair leg. And I guess we're now meant to be carrying on to the objective we were doing before we got abducted by Mrs. Trunchbull, or Miss Trunchbull, whatever it was. And had our abs poked out with a knife. So yeah, I'll see everybody, I'll do a stream tomorrow. And there's a video I'll be getting done in the next day or two. So when I get that video done, it is a gas mask one for the people asking about gas mask videos. But again, I probably won't get time to do it tonight, so I'll probably do it tomorrow at some point. Right, have a good day everybody.